There's an old saying, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your neighbours. These poor people know all about it. Their neighbourhood is being overrun by flying foxes, and it is driving them, well, you know.
This is our home. We can't escape it.
The smell and the noise.
It's a leafy pocket in one of our capital cities, just 8 kilometres from City Hall. But it's now become flying fox heaven, sending some of the human residents a little batty.
Every morning we get woken up with this shrieking cacophony of this sound, and it's sleep deprivation.
They certainly are noisy, but that's not the only problem living so close to this giant colony.
We're sort of prisoners in our own home because we can't open doors or windows, you can't hang your washing out.
The pool area at Sue Clark's townhouse complex is covered in you know what.
How bad does the smell get?
Putrid, absolutely putrid.
She's going through more air freshener than she's ever used in her life. Each evening at sunset is when residents become most wary as their flying friends head out to eat, raining smelly missiles from the sky. It's only when they take off that you can fully appreciate just how many flying foxes are living in this colony. There are thousands of them just streaming through the sky, and this is right in the middle of suburbia. Our cameras filmed the nightly takeoff for at least 12 minutes, the sky thick with bats for that entire time. The population could be 100,000. No one has an exact figure. The local council doesn't even know, even though its land has become their home.
There's no escape from it. That is the problem. We don't even get the weekend off. We keep being told by council that don't worry, it doesn't smell. It always smells. It's just a different level of feral.
Tracy has been trying to get help from Brisbane City Council to address the recent increase in numbers of this colony located in a suburb called The Gap.
Brisbane City Council are leaving us with this burden all by ourselves.
She's wary of speaking publicly about the need for help, with many nature lovers fiercely defending the flying fox's right to do whatever they want.
It's that lack of support that I guess is not only do we have to deal with these bats, but we're doing it alone.
It is actually having an effect on our quality of life, there's no doubt about it.
Sue and Michael Clark have also decided to speak out, frustrated with a lack of support from anyone to assist.
We are all for the bats. We certainly aren't asking anything to be done to the bats, you know. But if they can be moved, they should be moved to somewhere that they're not impacting the health and safety of humans.
If you get rid of bats, you get rid of your forests.
Des Boyland is from the Wildlife Preservation Society, and even though he loves the furry creatures, he feels for the humans as well.
I certainly wouldn't want to live next to a camp of flying foxes. You know, they're smelly and they're noisy.
He says the increased numbers are caused by habitat loss in other areas, even as far away as New South Wales.
But you just can't relocate them. If you move the bats off, all you're doing is creating another problem somewhere else.
Residents are frustrated that council staff won't even meet with them to see the issue firsthand, instead pointing residents to an online video about how humans can coexist with flying foxes.
Bring your washing in overnight and cover your vehicle, outdoor furniture or pool when not in use.
The council have come back and basically said there's not much they can do, and if these bats cause any damage to your cars or your homes or whatever, they're not responsible for that.
A Brisbane City Council spokesperson says it will monitor the seasonal presence of flying foxes and improve the existing buffer between private properties and the animals, but declined to provide any specific details of how it would do that.
I just think they're washing their hands, really. They've got other priorities and we're on the bottom of the list.
Council's own Statement of Management Intent lists the need for 1 kilometre buffer zones around flying fox camps like this. Yet it also approves recent housing developments like this one, around 20 metres from the creek where the creatures roost.
Well, I think that's a bit stupid. If they know there's a problem, why don't they just address it?
Please listen to us. Please understand and have empathy. We are desperate here. This is affecting our lives.
Well, Council does warn trying to find a DIY solution to a flying fox problem can lead to big fines because they're protected.